But at some point, CBS comes to you in the midst of this trauma and says what? Because their public statement was, Sharon has decided to leave the talk. Clearly, they forced you out. But how did they break that to you? How did they explain it?
Okay. When all of this happened, I went to HR and said, I want an investigation. I want to know who decided to do this, why I was left out to dry for 20 minutes. I want to know why. And so they did do the investigation, but it was, as usual with corporations like this, did they speak to my producer that was prepping me that morning? No, she was never interviewed. Did they speak to people who were in the booth directing the show? No. So they spoke to a few people. Did they speak to the cameramen? Did they speak to people on the floor? What was going on during the break? No. So they selectively chose certain people to talk to. And it came back that I was very offensive, the way I treated Sheryl, the way my behavior. And so they said to me, you are on permanent suspension with no pay, and we don't know if we'll ever bring you back. And I said, well, what does that mean? Who is going to decide if I come back or not? And they wouldn't tell me. And then HR said to me, we feel that you're not repentative enough. Where are you repenting? What are you doing? You have no, your behavior around this is not appropriate for this situation.
Oh, wow.
So I told them all what I felt about them all. I told them about some dirt that had gone on at the company that I knew about. And they were very afraid of me because I'm not afraid to say what I feel. And they just wanted me gone. Because when I started talking about things that had gone on the show before, they got very, very nervous and just wanted me gone, which I can understand.
Like what?
I said to them, oh, I'm sorry, Megyn, what did you say?
Well, like what had gone on? What was it that was so scary to them?
The way people were treated when Leslie was at the show, Leslie Moonvest, things that had gone down that I knew personally had gone on.
Is there anything you can share with us?
No. I wish I could. It will come out, though. It always does. Mm-hmm. It always comes out, right, Megyn?
Yeah, well, hopefully, if there's a God in heaven.
And so things about, okay, Sheryl had 3 complaints about her from different producers and about the way she treated them. And so they called me and I said, you cannot get rid of Sheryl. There is no way. She can't take that. You just can't do it. So they sent her to anger management.
Wow.
So it's all right to treat producers that way, but I can't say anything to a co-host.
Well, and also when the chips were down, you had her back, and
yeah, I did.
She certainly did not have yours.
No. And of course, when it came out that I was mouthing about Sheryl being at anger management because of the way she treated the staff, of course, they were all like panic. And listen, none of us are perfect. We all make mistakes. Mm-hmm. Everybody does. Nobody's perfect. And I'm not saying that Sheryl was a terrible person because she treated producers the way she did. Hey, that's her problem, not mine. Mm-hmm. But when you bring up the truth, they don't like it.